By photo Rio Mesa and the senior quarterback, Austin Maciel, feels good about Rio Mesa's chances to win the league title. Photo, Chuck K.R.M.E. and the star by photo. Last year the Rio Mesa High football team CL closed out the regular season with 3 straight wins over Pacific View League opponents Oxnard, Channel Islands and Hume. The momentum that carried the Spartans to that strong finish, as well as their first playoff win in 10 years, came from their subtract 28 loss to Pacific in the league opener. At halftime of that game, Rio Mesa quarterback Austin Maciel decided it was time for him to take more control of the offense and do more to lead his team. On the first play of the second half, Maciel hit Dunk Martin for a subtract-yard touchdown pass, while Rio Mesa's second half comeback fell just short. Maciel and his team walked off the field that night with a newfound confidence. Maciel, now a senior, said the feeling has carried over into preparations for this season. Last year, S1 gave us a lot of confidence. Maciel said, beating Oxnard and winning 3 straight in league was exciting, and then getting that first playoff win was huge. We have high expectations for this season. We feel we have the talent to not just win the league but a CIF title. Much of the optimism surrounding the Spartans comes from having Maciel on the center. Last year Maciel broke the Rio Mesa single-season passing record with 2,588 yards and the career passing record with 4,222 yards. He also has set records for most touchdown passes in the season with 22 and a career at. He has such a firm grasp of the Rio Mesa offense that head coach Jim Bittner has given him the option and to change plays at the line of scrimmage. He is such a good leader on and off the field. He does everything the right way. Bittner said of Maciel, he is calm, he is good, and he is collected, and he seems to always rise to the occasion. Austin is a fierce competitor and he wants to win at anything he does. Last season, he did a much better job of not allowing a bad pass or a dropped ball affect him. He has learned to forget about those kind of plays and focus on the next play. By photo Robert Tyrone is part of a talented receiving group for Rio Mesa High. PH photo Jack K.R.M.E. and the star Maciel has all his big weapons are back. Starting with wide receivers Jacob Maciel 50 receptions, 575 yards, Martin 42.603 and Robert Tyrone 22.257. Behind those 3 are seniors Dominic McLaughlin and Ladder Rogers, who both produced big plays in limited roles last season. Senior running backs Dylan Rush and Isaac Aguilera also return. The two combined for close to 1,000 yards last season. Seniors Brady Glad and Drake Hughes and junior Steven Sanchez are back to lead the offensive line. Defensively, Rio Mesa's back 7 appear strong with Returnees Martin, Rogers, Jacob Bagdad, Adrian Hernandez and Alec Todd. By photo Dunk Martin is one of Rio Mesa's top receivers and defensive players. Photo Jack K.R.M.E. and the star. The defensive line will have some new pieces, but defensive and Eustace Tinoco and no star Matthew Roman are back to lend stability. Bittner said with so many two-way starters, his team has worked hard in the weight room to build strength for the entire season. I think they have a feeling of unfinished business. Bittner said, while Rio Mesa is the preseason favorite among coaches to win the league title, there is talent and optimism abound surrounding all the PVR teams. QB battle at Oxnard also retains a senior quarterback in Alex Duran, but coach John Mack said there is 3-way competition among Duran, junior Vince Wallier and freshman Jaden Jones. Wallier missed most of last season with an injury, but is entering his 3rd season in the Oxnard system. Jones, who is the son of Oxnard offensive coordinator Jeff Jones, is a talented multi-sport athlete who coaches say is mature beyond his years. It is my most enjoyable group because we have 3 guys competing for the job. Max said, the great depth and the great competition there creates a great atmosphere. All 3 of the guys are different style players, so we will adjust to personnel depending on who plays. The orthopedics game of the week is every Friday night at VSA. Whoever ends up starting at quarterback will be blessed with some major W. Evans to rely upon, starting with new tailback Dennis Smith. The senior played in Arkansas last season. Smith's family moved to Oxford because his father is a boxing trainer and heard about the strong boxing culture in Norton. Mack called Smith a special talent. A player who has the ability to one day play in the NFL. He has got Lorenzo Booker's mentality and work ethic, combined with Darryl Scott's body. Mack said, if he had played for me for years, he would have 50 college offers. I called at Auburn, at LSU, and said, if he doesn't offer him, you are an idiot. Last year, we ran a really spread offense, but now we're back to our single back set. Our goal is to be balanced, but we're going to count on him a lot when they do throw. The Yellow Jackets have some new playmakers in Geo Waters and Kevin Tate, transfers from Street Bonaventure. The biggest question is the offensive line. Returning starters Nelson Mandez and Nathan Otani will be counted on to help teach the younger offensive linemen on defense. The front seven has plenty of experience with defensive linemen Yoyo Tierras, Bryson Jaramillo, and Giovanni Rodriguez. Yoyo is special and will play in college. Mack said, Gio is a big, strong, tough physical player who can make plays. The scary part is the lack of depth. Seniors Gabriel Quintana and Darius Wade return at linebacker, giving the group leadership and toughness. Senior playmaker Adrian Vasquez is the only returnee in the secondary. I really like my team. Mack said, great guys, great commitment. We have a strong senior class that has established the tempo. We have good kids, but we lack depth. Tritons look to defend. Title defending league champion Pacifican is probably the youngest team in the league. Head coach Mike Moon has 8 sophomores and a freshman who will see significant action. The youth movement starts at quarterback knowledge. A.J. Maria will be the starter with competition from fellow sophomore Brett Bankert, a transfer from Oxford who must sit out a preseason. Maria is a good athlete who performed well in subtract on -7 tournaments this summer. Bankert is a bigger player who throws left-handed and can run. We're both great kids and they're competing hard. Moon said, TJ gets a chance early to lock down the job. So we'll see where we are when Brett is eligible. The Tritons have some veteran offensive linemen with Cloney Rose, Jacob Duffman, and Armando Cifuentes. They subtract foot -3, Cecilio Pound Jr. The running game will be led by senior Clyde Benson. Moon's defense is led by standout cornerback Miles Williams. He has multiple Division I offers and just makes plays. Moon said, having a shutdown corner allows you to do so many more things defensively. Moon expects Cifuentes to be even more of a disruptive force up front than he was last season. The Tritons have depth at linebacker, including 3 sophomores led by Pupainen, who transferred back from Grace Braden. His cousin, freshman Michael Inan, is still learning the game, but he has already shown signs of being a force on the defensive line. I would like to think our defense will carry us early. Moon said, with our schedule we're probably going to take our lumps early, but I'm hoping by league we're ready to compete. We're small, but we're super fast and super talented. Winning is last hurrah. This season is Honeyman's last chance to compete for the Pacific View League title. The Vikings will move to a new league next season. So head coach Louis Toilolo and his team want to make this a season to remember. The Vikings started out last season's subtract, but failed to win a league game despite being competitive in every contest. Toilolo said his team has increased that this year. I am extremely excited about senior leadership who have watched the program's progress. Toilolo said, guys like Robert Beckett, Alex Steele, Parker News, and the Eilers, who have been there since day, with the added depth from our juniors and sophomores, we feel good about the direction. Beckett, the senior quarterback, comes off a solid junior season where he passed for 2,047 yards and 15 touchdowns. Toilolo said he has gotten bigger and stronger and also understands the playbook better. His main target will be senior Andy Romero, who had 601 receiving yards and 5 touchdowns last season. The team's biggest offensive weapon is running back Alex Steele, who rushed for 1,278 yards and 13 touchdowns last season. With more depth and talent on the offensive line, Torilolo believes Tilly could have an even bigger season this year. We've infused the line with some new talent, and now we have to find the right combination that works. Torilolo said, "We have some exceptional players on the outside, so we're really excited about our ascents. Niels, who had 1616 last season, anchors a defensive front that has the ability to get pressure on opposing quarterbacks. Torilolo also expects big things out of Vilas, who will anchor the defensive line, and senior middle linebacker Jacob Haleo, who is capable of making plays sideline to sideline. No secret, we are going to rely on our senior leadership to help guide us through this season." Torilolo said, "The core of these kids have been on varsity since their sophomore year and have had to bear most of challenge in turning this football program around. Extremely proud of this group in overcoming the obstacles to change the culture here at home. We will continue to work hard with our kids, but we refuse to be defined by wins or losses." Transition stage 48. As a year of transit joined at Channel Islands, with quarterback Tommy Silver having graduated, head coach Gary Potter is turning the offense over to Frederick Romero. The talented junior is an athlete capable of doing damage with his arm and feet. The biggest challenge is finding weapons on the outside. Potter is hoping newcomers Derek Higgins and Tyler Blake can develop into two playmakers until the passing revs up. Channel Islands will rely on senior running back Josie Cabrera. He is really talented, but also has a tremendous work ethic. Potter said, "We have Hernan Quintero leading the way at fullback, so, like we have in the past, we were going to try and control the clock with our running game and play good defense." Channel Islands has a long tradition of playing solid defense, and this year should be no different with retaining starters Quintero, Byron Graham, David Rodriguez, and Lawrence Padu leading the charge. "Our defense usually ranks in the top 3 and we're counting on that group again," Potter said. "The league will be competitive as always, but we're excited about the challenge. Like I tell our kids, someone has to win. Why not us?"